Hey everyone, and welcome back to part 18 of our single father challenge. So we are starting off this part with some pretty intense situations, but let's give Matthew some props for taking matters to his own hands, even though it may not be the best way to go about it. But since Heath is not believing in anything he has to say, Matthew went and hired himself a PI to follow Tiffany around to get solid evidence of her infidelity with this Lewis person and just making it known to the public, hoping that the news will get back to Heath eventually so he can finally know the truth. But to our surprise, Titus was the one to stumble upon these news, and I don't think he wants to be the one to break the news to his dad, so he did hit up Tiffany and ask her to meet him after school at the park, hoping to, settle the situation. And I don't know, I don't think the conversation is going to go too well, but we'll just have to see. So it's about time I kind of provide you some further information of Tiffany and her second life in the celebrity world, since I realized I never shed any light on the subject, but pretty much everyone knows her as a young rising star. They don't know that she's engaged, nor does she have 2 kids. So Tiffany's been really good at keeping her private life hidden from the public. That's why they all assume that this Lewis person was her first love or her only relationship, but I have to say, all that may change sooner or later. Alright, so the kids just left for school. We have a long while until it is time for Tiffany and Titus to meet up at the park. So in the meantime, let's follow Heath on his day of investigating career. I feel like it's been a while since we actually follow him thoroughly through a case. So let's do that until, like I said, it is time for Titus and Tiffany to meet up. Alright, the case of the disappearing auto. So a client just called about a missing car. It's a shame folks don't respect property rights, but really people will be people. I should check with the client, Antoine Iverson Reader, to see if there are any likely suspects. Alright, so that means let's hop on our friendly uni. Let's have her come out here and have Titus, not Titus. Oh boy, here comes the name switches. Let's see how far this guy is. Alright, he's all the way at City Hall, so let's go ahead and mount on a uni. Oh, come on. Let's mount and we will be teleporting. So if you guys notice, I did actually skip through Monday. I played off camera, purely did skill building, picked up a case or 2, hence why our household fund is a lot more than what you saw the last time. So like I said, we are trying to save money to go on a family trip with or without Tiffany. We don't know yet because we don't know how the conversation is gonna go between Titus and Tiffany. Luckily, the sim or our client do come out of the city hall when we need to interview him. Doesn't just stay in there and we have to wait for hours. But anyways, Antoine is absolutely dumbfounded as to the whereabouts of the car. It seemed to just disappear out of thin air. I should dust around Antoine's a lot to find clues. So it seems like we need to travel again. Alright, let's go ahead and mount and pretty much travel back to our neighborhood. Demand excellence. Alright, we'll go ahead and get that opportunity for Titus. Alright, so where do we have to go? Oh, this house. Clicked on the wrong house. Let's see if we can teleport over here. And I think there is someone home. So instead of breaking in, let's see if we can get invited inside. Oh man, it just started to rain. Great. I had plans for Tessa to do a bake sale, but since it is raining, I don't think that's gonna happen. But let's see. Well, we'll see. Alright, you know what? Let's mount off again and visit the Iverson household. So as I was saying, with the skill building, he had a lot of success in bringing up his logic skill to level 6. Didn't really have time to work on fishing. Like I said, we were doing a lot of cases and it was very time consuming. But for Titus, he earned his he built up his logic skill to a level 8. We are 2 away from maxing the skill. And then Tessa, of course, she did gain the first 3 levels from when she was a toddler, but gaining the 4th one yesterday when she was reading the logic book. So very, very successful in the whole skill building. We are pretty much almost done with Titus, which I think that was the only requirement. I have to brush up with the rules again. Alright, so let's go ahead and come here and dust for prints. Dust for prints and dust for prints. Alright, so luckily someone was home that we didn't need to break in. We could just get invited inside in case we get caught breaking in, which is probably gonna put a huge delay into this investigation. So 2 more hours until the showdown between Tiffany and Tessa. Well, it's not really a showdown, but you know, the suspense is building. It feels like a showdown. But like I said, I don't know how the conversation is gonna go, but definitely not gonna be a positive one. Alright, so this is gonna take a while. I'm gonna go ahead and just fast forward until he is done. So after the whole dusting for prints, I have found some odd prints, but nothing conclusive at Antoine's home. I hate it when forensics fail me. I should check the trash at Antoine's place to see if something turns up. Alright, so pretty much we gotta dig through the trash bin, which is probably in the backyard. Yes, I was correct. Alright, let's come over here and search garbage for clues. Oh damn, 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes until you already know what. Alright, instead of having Titus go home right away, he will be taking a field trip. Sure, we're gonna have him head directly to the park, and let's just hope that the weather will clear up since there aren't really any shelter from the rain. Alright, so let's see if we can get done in time before Titus arrives at the park. I think the mom is already waiting for him. Oh, come on. Yada yada yada. Okay, we need to analyze prints at the local police station. So he did find a clue. A slick pair of racing gloves that are covered in prints. I bet the police database at the local station will help me identify the criminal. Oh, so we are going to the police station, not the city hall. But because, you know, police station, city hall is in one building, that's where we will be heading. Alright, so while Heath finishes up with the whole analyzing the prints, let's catch up with Titus and Tiffany. Who here all agrees Titus is the hero of today's story? I mean, that was one hell of a conversation between mother and son, and it definitely blindsided Tiffany. She did not expect this from Titus. She did not expect the meetup was to be about that subject. I mean, that's pretty bad that your son knows about your affair, and for him to confront you, that's pretty shameful. But we all can understand why Titus did what he did. I mean, he really looks up to his father, and, you know, Heath has been there for him all his life, whereas, you know, his mother might as well be called a stranger. Doesn't really mean much to him, and he doesn't stand for the way that Tiffany is treating him right now. I mean, he even threatened her that if she doesn't come clean soon, like really soon, Titus will be the one to break the news. So I guess it's going to be another game of waiting to see if Tiffany will finally come clean with Heath, which she still hasn't up to this point, but with Titus's persuasion, she may or she may not. But like I said, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Alright, so tonight is the night of Titus's prom, I believe. I think something came up, but at least he has something to look forward to and end the night with something positive. But I will actually jump into the stylist, give him a quick formal makeover to get him ready for the prom. But I actually will not be doing a speed clip for the makeover, and we will be doing this live. And check out some of the new custom clothing I put in, which isn't really much. Alright, so I think Heath is still actually at whatchamacallit, at the law enforcement office doing the dust print analysis or whatnot, so that did actually take a while. And because of the whole situation between Tiffany and Titus, we actually cannot do the big sale with little Tessa, unfortunately, but there will always be another day to do that. Alright, I actually want to choose a really nice color for this tie, but doesn't seem like green will do it. Alright, let's just do white. Oh, that's a little too white. Yeah, I'm very undecisive when it comes to these clothing decisions. That's why I always do a speed clip. Alright, let's change out the pants color, and I think we need to add in a new pair of shoes, and I think we're good. You know, prom is only once, so you might as well make it really memorable. Oh, that looks not too bad. Alright, so let's check out some new shoes. So I probably will be wrapping up this part after this makeover, and next part will probably be just as good as this part. A lot of drama, a lot of events going to happen. Alright, let's change out the color, and I think we are done. I mean, it doesn't look too formal, looks kind of chill but still very stylish, so at least he's looking really good. And I will be subtracting 30 simoleons from our household fund to make it more realistic that he actually bought clothes. Yeah, so Heath is still doing that. And Tessa, oh my god, the names today are just scrambled all over my head. I just cannot get the names correct. Alright, so Heath is finally done. You guys probably already forgotten what the case was about, but we are trying to find the card that has recently been stolen or somehow disappeared out of thin air, but we will be confronting a certain somebody. Let's see, where is this place we are supposed to confront? Oh, you know what? We can actually head over there on foot. It's not too far away. I want to say that Titus is promised tonight. I could be mistaken like I always am, but let's hope that I'm not. And I think with the homework situation, we'll do it when he comes home. But other than that, let's hope that Titus has a great time at prom. Hopefully no fights will break out. And overall, just have a great time. So with all that said, I will be wrapping up this part here. So hope you guys really did enjoy this part. It was a lot of drama, a lot of hatred on Tiffany, and once again, Titus is the hero of today's story. Alright, so like always, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to comment, rate, or subscribe if you haven't already, because you're not going to regret it. And I will talk to you guys in the next part. Bye everyone.